Testing. I'm guessing you hear me. I decided to do a live stream just to kind of go over how I hit 1,000 subs. Thought I'd give it a shot. Hadn't really gone live much, so going to wait to see if anybody pops on here. I'm using StreamYard, and I'm checking it out and see how it works. All right, just tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Brad Lord. I live in Macon, Georgia. I started YouTube about, I guess June of 2019. Now, before that, I did post some random videos on YouTube, like me playing a guitar, which is right there, and I'm a PE teacher, so I did I think the first day I got an iPhone, I did some really cool trick shots, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do like Dude Perfect and make a video about this. So that was a really long time ago. But in 2019 in June, I was training to do the Chicago Marathon, and I had a few running YouTubers that I look for, that I watch pretty regularly for guidance. And I saw what they were doing, and I decided that I would like to try that. Something else that kind of motivated me, we went on, my wife and I went on a canopy tour, like a zip lining tour, and they had the option to rent a GoPro. And I was like, I'm going to do it, because I'd kind of been wanting to start a YouTube channel and wanting to get into YouTube. But after I was like, this will kind of be my test run. I will video this adventure, make a video about it, and see if this is something that I want to do. And so I did it, made a video about it, and I was like, man, this editing thing's kind of cool. I think I'm going to dive into this a little more and see what it's about. I'm going to grab some coffee real quick. So it's a Saturday, and I have an F3 shirt on. So F3 stands for Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith. It is a workout group that I've been involved with for a little over a year, and we've really started to grow here lately. And so we started another AO, which is called an Area of Operations. So now we've kind of expanded on our Saturday workouts to 2 workout locations. And so today I went to the new location, which is downtown in Macon, which is where I live. And I worked out. It was a totally different set of guys that I do not know. But it just shows that the work that we're doing through F3. So Brady, I see you. Thanks for stopping in. I am doing a live stream. I just kind of popped on, didn't put any notification about it. Just wanted to try it out and kind of talk about how I reached 1,000 subs. It's taken a lot of work. It's been a long time. I still haven't got paid yet, but I will. So just to go back to F3, had a workout this morning. It was a really good workout. But I'm glad to see that our group is growing. We're expanding. More guys are coming. So if the F3, if you see this and want to know more about F3, go to f3nation.com and you can find a workout location in your area. And something really cool that has happened a week ago, I got a message, and I'll pull it up real quick. I don't know if I can show it on the screen, but I'll bring it up on my phone. All right, so a guy I'm from Macon, so I'm living in Georgia, which is East Coast. Well, this man, he said, "Hey, Brad, wanted to reach out to you and thank you for EHing me." So EH means emotional headlock. So if I'm trying to get you to come to F3 to a workout, I'm putting you in an emotional headlock to try to get you to think about whether you're going to come or not. All right. So he said, "I wanted to reach out and thank you for EHing me into F3 without ever knowing it. A little over a month ago, I was searching for workouts with sandbags, and I ran across your F3 videos, and I was hooked. But since the closest F3 region is too far away for me to attend, I decided to open up the Anaheim region." So this man, his name is Steve Ackerman, or F3. He's known as Robocall. So Steve saw one of my YouTube videos and wanted to work out with F3, and he was hooked, and he started his own. I mean, so just the impact, I was speechless because the impact that I had by YouTube videos that I've made, he literally started his own group, and that is all the way across the country on the Pacific Coast. So I was pretty amazed by that. All right. Sports _ BB17 says hi. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. So to get back into YouTube, I started YouTube June of 2019. And let's see if I can reach out and get some more people to come on and watch. All right. So like I said, I was watching a few guys on YouTube that I found influence from running. I was getting really into running. Me and a friend of mine had ran our first marathon. And before we ran that, I applied for Chicago and I got in. And I spent the whole year kind of raising money to help pay for my trip with the hopes to donate what I made over my goal to a children's hospital here in Macon. And well, I was like, you know what, this is something. After I did the canopy tour, I was like, this is something I really want to do. I'm enjoying it. So I started documenting, and it was slow growing. I mean, it did not take off from the initially. It took a long time to get things moving on YouTube. I just started, but I was like, you know what, this is my journey. Initially, I was just going to document my journey to Chicago Marathon. I thought it'd be influential for my children to maybe see down the road, like maybe they want to try something that's kind of out there and a big audacious goal to achieve. I was like, so that they'll say, oh, my dad did that, I can do that kind of thing. So I documented my journey, started making connections along the way, because there's actually a bunch of running YouTubers out there. Feel free to drop a comment if you are watching. But so I started putting the videos out there. I think by the time I did the Chicago Marathon, I literally videoed. I didn't video like the whole race, but I would, every 3 miles, I would kind of check in. There was something cool that happened along the race, I would video it. And it was a very impactful experience doing that race. Chicago is a beautiful city. And so I did that. And once I did that, I really picked up a lot more traction with on YouTube. That video does well. It still does well. And when I got there, when I was at the what do you call the thing before the race where you pick up your packet and all that? Expo. So they had a huge expo. And earlier in the year, I had one of my best friends. It was a roommate of mine in college. He ran in Newton's, and he sent me like $130 through Venmo and said, hey, you need to try these shoes. He had been watching my videos, and he's in Afghanistan. I had no idea he was watching them. I just thought that was kind of wild, you know, like, wow, somebody's really watching this. But and then it was somebody's close to me, and I didn't even know he was watching them. So he bought me some Newtons, and when I got to Chicago at the expo, I kind of reached out to them because I had made a video on the Newton shoes, and they were like, hey, you should apply for an ambassadorship. So I did, and I got it, and I'm in my second year for that ambassadorship. Basically, you promote their shoe, and they give you 4 free shoes a year. And these shoes are not cheap. So I was pretty stoked about that. So once I got the Newton, I was like, well, I guess I could continue doing YouTube, because after Chicago, I really had no plans of keeping it up. And I was still, when I finished Chicago, I was way under even 500 subscribers. I may have had over 200. And then as I started posting some of the Newton videos, I gained some more. And I would kind of still, I guess the way I approached YouTube was like, if I find there's not any rules. I know I watched a lot of videos that say you need a niche to follow. But I decided that, you know, I'm going to make videos. I like creating stuff. So I was like, I'm going to create videos that I enjoy, that maybe somebody in this world could find useful. And that's just kind of the way I've approached it. Some of my videos are like DIY stuff around the house. Some of them are vacation adventures. I try to load them in a playlist that is related to the topic. Recently, so my channel was called Run with Brad for really till about a couple months ago. I was like, you know what? my YouTube channel is really kind of molding to who I am as a person, and like what the things that I like and dislike. So I like the stuff I post, and the things I do on here are things that I really enjoy doing. And running is one of those, and a lot of fitness type stuff. And I like fixing things. So there are things on there about that. But I think when I hit 500 subscribers last summer. So last summer I hit 500, and it took a long time. That was over a year, and I only got 500. There's some people on here that hit 500 subs within a few months. And so there's not like a one-way street to get to 1,000 subs on YouTube. I kind of did it backwards. So around a year ago this time, so March of last year, when the pandemic really started to unfold and everything started shutting down, before that happened, I'm a PE teacher. So I made a few videos that I could use in my PE classroom, like some fitness timers with music that I could use. I was doing a lot of station work at that time. I could use interval timers. Something else that I used was, I had a great idea. I made this Mario video. So I recorded Mario going through the levels, and then I recorded some man doing exercises, and I put it up in the corner of the video. And so as Mario is going through the levels, the kids do the workout. Well, when the pandemic hit, that video literally went viral, and so did the timers. Like, my watch time was skyrocketing. So that's how I did it backwards. Most people hit 1,000 subs way before they even get to the 4,000 watch hours. So to get monetized on YouTube, you have to reach 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. And usually the watch hours is the absolute hardest part to do. And so once I had those videos, they kind of skyrocketed the watch hours, and I got that part of it taken care of like a long time ago. And earlier at the end of 2020, I have a lot of like just different games that I like to do in PE that I don't, I was like, maybe I could be a resource for some PE teachers or something like that. So I decided to make some videos on PE videos games that I really enjoy doing in PE. And I did that, and I promoted them there's a lot of PE groups on Facebook. So I decided to promote those on there. And I know as a PE teacher that there's some weeks that I'm like, I don't know what I want to do this week. I want to do something different. I want to do something new that maybe my kids or students have never done before. So I decided to make videos of the games that I like to play in PE. And those videos also, they do very well. So and now with F3, it is something that I've fallen in love with. It's something that's changed me. I have some videos that are on F3 that I use, that I've made, and they do pretty good. They stay consistent as far as like views and things like that. But, like I said, that video I made, it helped somebody literally across the country start their own F3 group. And I think that's just absolutely amazing. So, yeah, that's kind of how I did it. I did it backwards. So I got the watch time way before I got 1,000 subs, but I'm here now. I got 1,000 subs, but I just don't want to stop here. I want to keep going. I want to get more. I want to grow this channel. Recently I made a just huge investment into this, and I got a new camera. It's not in yet. So the camera that I film on all my YouTube videos for the past year and a half is just a GoPro Hero 6. And I use this for everything. And I've I have the longer sticks, or I don't know what you call these sticks, handles or whatever to put on. I have a long one. I hadn't used it in a long time. Lately, just been using, it's called a shorty stick. It does extend out, but it don't really stay up anymore. But it does, what I like about it, I can turn it into a tripod. And you can literally just set it anywhere and it gets a nice still shot. The thing about the GoPro, it does not, been a great camera and I will still use it for things. But the great thing about the GoPro is it's very durable. I don't have to worry about breaking it. It goes underwater. The things that I don't like about it, the audio is not that great. So there are some tricks that I do when I'm editing to improve the audio, but I do want to do, I want to do more stuff like this where it's like talking head or whatever, where I got thoughts. I mean, another thing about YouTube, I mean, it took me forever to get, I mean, you're talking to a camera, like you're looking at a camera and talking to it. And that took me forever to get comfortable to do that. I will say within the last couple months, I just feel comfortable doing it. And if YouTube is something that you're thinking about getting into, I mean, there's plenty of room for everybody. Like everybody can start a YouTube channel if they wanted to. It's been a huge like personal growth thing for me as far as like coming out of my shell and just doing. I set a goal and I've worked towards that goal, and now I'm going to set new goals. My brain is just flowing with ideas right now. So I would appreciate if you consider subscribing to my channel. I got a lot of ideas for content. I have fallen in love with the idea of editing and making videos. It's just a lot of fun to me. For a long time, I was kind of self-conscious about the fact that like, well, I'm a YouTuber or whatever. I prefer the word content creator. I don't know. But it's been a cool journey. I like doing it. I got the idea for a second channel that will be more like niche down to one particular thing. And that's all I will do. So I'm not sure if it's going to happen yet, but I am strongly considering it. Another positive that's came out of it, there's this, I guess you could say I started out as like a running YouTuber, but there's a group of guys that we've kind of like made a community that I've encountered, been on a few podcasts with people. Some people I guess I would like to shout out is Brian Rozier. These are people to go follow, like Goku Runner. CJ Media was a big influence on me. Anthony Gilbert, his channel is, I think it's called like Running for Distance. All these guys have been just really good. Life with Vince Lou. You need to go watch his channel. He's intense. I guess the two guys that kind of got me going, they're a lot bigger than me on YouTube, is Kofuzi. He runs in Chicago, and he's one of the reasons I wanted to do Chicago Marathon. And then there's Seth James DeMore. And I think he was like 8,000 subscribers when I started watching him, but he's like well over 100,000 now. It's pretty incredible to see how he just really exploded. But I don't really watch those channels anymore. But as far as YouTube goes, I feel like that's what I watch when I look for entertainment on TV. And I hope that my channel can bring you value and maybe some entertainment. And if you have any ideas for videos that you think would be useful or something that would meet your needs, just leave a comment and I'll add it to a list. I'm currently I usually just kind of keep my ideas in my head, and then I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do next. But lately I've been writing them down and trying to just create a list of things to make. So you have any comments about YouTube, please leave a comment below. I'm about to sign off. Guys have stopped in and watched. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.